She thought this was a good optic. You're running. By the way, who dressed her? Again, I'm not one in all gray. It kind of fits into the background. It's like the super serious type thing. Just the optics are so terrible. I mean, I'll be honest. When she wore that all blue power suit at the event in Milwaukee, that looked good. That was good optics. You know what she looks like? She looks like a local prosecutor. That's what she looks like. Because that's what she is. Like a deeply political, resentful local prosecutor. The mall cop. And voters increasingly aren't buying it. And the message is getting out. This is on MSNBC of a female voter. I think this is an independent panel of voters, right? This was not right-wingers. This is not from Steve Bannon War Room. This was a panel of independent voters. Mixed race voters of mixed race on MSNBC. Play cut 167.
You feel some kinship towards her as a mixed person?
Not personally. I find a lot of her trajectory to not be my brand of woman or leader. We've got 3 major international crises going on and someone applying to be commander-in-chief. As a woman, I want to see you do more than, appeal to giggling and having a girl moment on the stage.
Man, I want to meet her. Not my brand of woman. You go, girl. That's exactly right. And by the way, this woman is far more talented and better than Kamala. Get her on stage. That was more articulate, made more sense. And you're right. We have simultaneous looming international crises. She could probably name them, and Kamala Harris can't name them. What a contrast to when Donald Trump does interviews. Donald Trump, unscripted, straight, looking people in the eye, confident alpha male. This is the alpha male versus the toxic feminine election. That's what it is. MSNBC with undecided mixed race voters, because there is this belief that Kamala Harris will help black people, but this undecided mixed race voter is not buying it. It's pretty amazing. Here you have this panel. They're not sipping the Kamala Kool-Aid. It makes you wonder, are these polls really accurate? We don't know. But the man on the street and the anecdotal people I'm talking to, there feels to be a very, very big disconnect. Watch this, play cut 178.
I just don't think that Kamala Harris has anything vested in the air finger quote black or Hispanic experience in so much as it would be identified by anybody that lives in those communities.
You're saying you don't think that she can help black or brown people?
No, I mean, going to Howard don't make you black.
I like this panel. He said it. Kamala Harris knows that she's in trouble. And this election is about to heat up. This is the last weekend where the American people are kind of just, don't show me politics, don't show me politics. But traditionally, a switch goes off after Labor Day. The majority of independent voters are going to start to tune in. Majority of independent voters are going to start to answer polls. Independent voters are going to start to pay more attention. Labor Day is the real beginning of the last push of the race. And Kamala Harris's momentum is fading in every single poll. In every single poll we're seeing, for example, recent poll shows Trump up 1 in Michigan. Yesterday shows Trump down 1 in the Wall Street Journal national poll, down 1 in Quinnipiac. I mean, these are much, much tighter margins. And again, I want to try to stay off the polar coaster. It is so tempting to look at the polls going up and the polls going down. The polar coaster is not where we want to spend all of our time. But the direction and the trend is very important. And you tie that and connect that to what we're seeing on the ground. Reminder, in 2020, we were down by 4 in the national poll, and it was still decided by 42,000 votes in 3 states. 42,000 votes in 3 states. And you add on top of that the early voting machinery that we put together, ballot chasing, voter registration. So if the poll is real and we're down 1 in the national poll, that means we're going to be in a much better position in the battleground states. Now, the concern is, how will the women versus men vote materialize? We do not know.